'Cause when the music fades and all is stripped away, and I simply come, longing just to bring something less of worth that will bless your heart.
This Sunday, Jesus gets asked a really important question: which is the first and greatest of the commandments? And of course, he gives the best response. It's never a good idea to try to trick Jesus, by the way. He always knows the answer, just like Jesus is always the answer. And of course, the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your mind, heart, and soul. The man walks away speechless, and no one asks him any more questions. Jesus knows what he's about. He's not out there just messing around. For us, spiritually, what does that mean to love the Lord with all our mind, with all our heart, and with all our soul? Right? Are we thinking about God? Do we have him in our daily thoughts? What does it mean to love him with our heart and our soul? Well, are we passionate about God? Show me some zeal. I can't tell you how many times in the practice room, my own father was my coach, and he used to say, are you practicing to get second, or are you practicing to win? Before you step into the room, you have to have your mind right, your heart right, and your soul right. Show me some passion. Get out there and show me that zeal. Show me that you've thought about this and execute it. That's why it's the greatest commandment. If we want to have success on and off the field and in our spiritual life, it has to begin in our minds, hearts, and soul. God bless and good luck.
I think one of the biggest challenges that I have to face every day is finding moments of peace within all my sports, schoolwork, homework, etc. I find it incredibly difficult to break from the noise. Noise seems to be riddled in everything I do. Despite this, there are a couple of times a day where I can find that peace. The main place being the chapel. Within my Catholic school, I have the ability to stop in and be at peace. These moments are a complete reset for me each day. Whether I messed up on a quiz that school day or I was unkind to a peer, I have the opportunity to say, God, I messed up. Please help me to be better. Or if something went well, I say, Lord, thank you. And the simple ask to God to be better, or even the simple thank you, are just so impactful in my life. There was a brief period in my life where I would just throw everything at God that was going on, the good and the bad. It took a lot of growth in my faith to understand that I was doing that. And it turned out that I was going to the chapel for the opposite thing I was trying to attain. I wanted to attain peace when I entered the chapel, but instead I was just getting frustrated. And the thing I lacked was silence. I brought all of my noise into the chapel with me instead of leaving it out in the world where it should be. Being more conscious of this has just enabled me to listen more. After I say thank you and I'm sorry for whatever happened that day, I just listen. If I choose to pray a rosary during my chapel visit, I listen. Listening within the silence was the key to bringing me some of that daily peace. And now that has radiated to other parts of my life. When I'm in public or driving, I find so much value in those little moments of silence that I find, because those moments stemming from my visits to the chapel mold me into the man I want to be in the future and the husband that I want to be.